Hello everybody, and happy Monday, and welcome to the Stream of Consciousness. I hope that everybody had a lovely weekend, whether or not you were spending it relaxing, getting through the gig economy grind, or just generally, if you're someone like me in the general Canada area of things, enjoying the first major snowfall. In either way, I am Dichotomous Prime, aka Vince. Got right in the throat right off the bat. Oh dear. Anyways, from the top, I am Dichotomous Prime, also known as Vince. I am a West Indian by Canadian tabletop game creator. I do cultural consultation, narrative and mechanics design. Geez, forgetting all the stuff that I do already. And an abundance of other things in the tabletop space. However, I am also a huge fan of video games. And as you can tell from the title up above me, or below me, I guess that's how Twitch is laid out, we are once again diving into another episode of Control, one of my favorite paranormal third-person shooter, really one of the only AAA games that has really made an impression on me in the last couple of years. So this is a playthrough that I've done before. So, however, there may be folks in the chat for whom this is a new experience. So if you are someone who has played through before, please try and keep the spoilers to a minimum. Let's see here. Let me use these fancy-dancy new commands that I've been figuring out here. This game is one that, other than the usual expectations of, okay, the camera being slightly skewed is going to bother me here, right there, a little bit better, a little bit good, okay. So essentially, other than the usual kind of CWs of, it's a third-person shooter, there's going to be gunplay and violence. There are a couple of CWs that I want to bring up at the top. There is some ableism specifically having to do with sanism and sanity in this game. So just to give you a heads up with that. There are a few different kind of themes of paranoia as well as visual and auditory hallucinations. I know that there are some folks who maybe have some experience or some traumatic experiences with those sorts of things. So I did want to give you a heads up right off the top. I can occasionally I'll try and keep up. Control is a little bit weird in that the whole game just kind of pauses out if you try and alt-tab out to a different window. But I will do my best to try and keep up if there's anything kind of major coming along. As well, in terms of sensory triggers and kind of content warnings, it is a game that has a fair bit of, it can be really fun, but then also if you have any kind of photosensitive disorder such as epilepsy, there are some kind of flashing lights in this game that could affect that somewhat. So if it gets especially severe, I've tried to keep up with where those parts are going to be, but generally, please, I always want folks to make sure and look after their own health first. As much as I would love to have everyone in chat and hanging out, I don't want anyone to, have a seizure or any kind of general unpleasantness from coming to the stream. So please take care of yourselves, and hopefully you'll be able to join me on this little adventure. I hope that, let's see here. I hope that everyone's having a lovely time. I don't have any actually, no, that's a complete lie. I have one big announcement where this upcoming Sunday, I am going to be taking part in a charity live stream called Fuck Cancer Roll Dice, in which I will be playing with some other awesome folks. And in particular, the game that I will be playing in will be playing a game called Tiebreaker, which, for those of you who are unfamiliar, is a cinematic action-centric game developed by Nick Butler. There are a lot of kind of cool mechanics around stunts, and generally, if you wanted to do like your John Woo movie, your 80s like Commando Arnold Schwarzenegger, and make it as bombastic and like have doves fly while you jump sideways in slow motion, shooting two guns at once and going "Ag," then that's the game for you. So watch me basically play with a bunch of other people who are going to be playing assassins, trying to assassinate another assassin, and watching it all go terribly wrong in short order. And it should be really, really fun. So because I am a hot mess, I don't have the link on hand, but if you search on Twitter, Fuck Cancer Roll Dice, then you will be able to find that really quickly. I will go on when I do my, like, thanks for everybody coming by tweet after the stream. I will also drop a link there, and also drop some love to Russ Wildest, who is the organizer of this stream, or one of several, but Russ is a driving force between herding the various cats, including myself. I know sometimes when the executive dysfunction and such kind of takes hold, it can be a little bit rough, and of course Russ is an incredibly patient person, and I appreciate them very much, and they put a lot of hard work into this. So come by next Sunday, or not next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, and watch some Tiebreaker for a good cause, and yeah, I'll have that link at the end of the stream. So that, I think, is the one kind of big announcement that I have on hand. I am going to take a good swig of hydration before I transition us over to our main game here. And we will dive into the FBC a little bit further. So, let's just make sure that my actual controller is responding. There we go. Awesome. Excellent. And we will also queue this up just in case. So, we got all my angles, working out the angles, all worked out. Okay. Let's continue. I said continue. There we go. Excellent. Alright, now I remember we were facing a boss baddie at the end of our last game, so we will see whether or not I have to actually defeat them again. Which, will be super good because I have been playing Borderlands 3 for the last... How long are weekends? 2 days. So all of my muscle memory is devoted to that, and you will be able to watch me get turned into hamburger in short order until I remember how to play this game again. Okay. Oh, I'm back out? Okay, cool. Excellent. And I still don't quite have enough. I've been speccing into launch because telekinesis is best kinesis. Alright. So, in terms of missions, I think we just have the one big one here. So, and as always, please let me know. Hopefully the frames will be present in this. We were having a little bit of problem, but I've done some things with the various different bit rates and such, and hopefully that will help us. So let me just remember how to open the map here. That's the coolant pumps. I need to go back to the power plant and open the control room. Okay. So, is this the correct direction? This is the opposite of the... So, energy converters. So, I need to go back in the other direction. Okay. Excellent. If I can get up there. Are there stairs? I might need to actually... First and foremost... Display. I might have to turn up the brightness just slightly. But the good news is that we can actually turn these quality settings back up. At least hypothetically. Are we all... Yeah, we're spinning around. Okay, awesome. Cool. Because it at least appears that... Am I seriously trapped down here because I can't jump slightly higher? Haha! I have overcome the situation by use of a box. I am a genius. Thank you. Okay, and there's nothing over there. Excellent. And I'm keeping a very close eye on the video quality. Alright, so I should get probably I was expecting another wave of enemies, but apparently not. Oh. I hear gunfire. Oh, well, okay. There we are. There we are. We are. Come back here. There we are. Excellent. Nope, that's not... When did I switch modes? Whoa, okay. Okay, I need to double check my controls because I didn't actually mean to switch fire modes there. Toggle walk. Aim, multi-launch, shoot. Yeah, I can't throw forklifts at people yet, unfortunately. But it's okay. Patience, and that will come. Oh, okay. We got a mini-boss. Ooh, 2 for 1. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, you came out of nowhere, and I dislike it. Come on. Wait, where... Okay, he just apparently decided to... Alright, I thought he was going to try and take the control point, but apparently not. Okay. This is one of those times where a radar would come in real handy. Nope, you're still firing, so there's a baddie somewhere. Oh. There you go. Is that it? Okay, cool. The light has gone to yellow, so we can definitively say, at least for now, that the enemies have been taken care of. Okay, now, how the hell did I switch? No, that's melee. That's dodge. There we go. That's how. Okay, so it was X. Excellent. We figured it out, team. We figured it out. Okay, so let's see here. So all of these are my materials, my clearance level, and where's my map? Okay, so I need to go to the control room, which is going to be down through here. Kind of. Okay, so does that mean... Is there another door over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So coolant pumps, I already went down and took care of those, so don't need to go through there. Okay. I keep looking back and forth to the stream output because I'm just like, I'm not going to get caught again. We're not going to do this slideshow thing unless Streamlabs decides to do the slideshow thing, but hopefully not. Fingers crossed. I have sacrificed the appropriate livestock to the stream technology gods, and hopefully they have been appeased. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Bonking them when they're on the way back never gets old. Okay. You, I don't like you. Okay, ow! You seriously hit me with a rifle? There we go. Didn't even shoot me. Didn't even have the respect to shoot me. Just came up and butted me in the face with it. There we go. So, for those unaware, basically the psychic-related powers, or like paranormal-related powers, work really well on shields, which is their white health bar, essentially. And my service weapon is good for cutting down good old-fashioned health. Okay, so I think I'm going the right way. Got some more materials. Got some healthy bits. That's locked. Energy converters. Okay, cool. This is indeed where I want to go. Excellent. Ba 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 ba.
This place is gonna come down.
God, the combat in this game is so tight. I love it. Whoa, okay, you have a shield. We need to take care of that. Ow! Alright, yep, that's super low health. Oh, I keep forgetting how quickly things can go to hell in this game. Okay, alright. I didn't get any more ability points, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. And I can't go in there. So this is something that I'm actually not going to get to deal with for a while. But that's kind of one of those things like having to do... Oh. There we go. Alright, energy converters. But yeah, no, that's kind of one of those Metroidvania... Actually, it's kind of funny because the last game that I played was Ori and the Blind Forest. Go away. There we are. Those kind of Metroidvania sort of scenarios where it's like, you can't get in here yet, but you will eventually. So you have something to look forward to. And I'm a big fan of that kind of design. Ow! Okay, fine. And I don't get any recovery at all. Okay, yeah, no, I need to be a little bit more careful at least. Oh, come on, energy bits. Thank you. That gave me no health back. Did I get any more personal mods that could maybe help me? Health recovery. I really want... I love my launch efficiency, but I need to be alive in order to use it. So I guess health recovery it is. There we are. And we're also going to go switch modes because this is close quarters. There we are. Love it. Love to see it. Got another shelter. Oh. Didn't mean to switch back to the regular pistol, but it worked just fine. I'm also, you know what it is X is reflexively reload in Borderlands, so I'm just muscle memory remembering that. Okay, this one doesn't have mold in it, or, you know, people who are trying to kill me. Oh, hello! Why did that damage me? Also, where did that come from? Come on. So I can do this now. Yeah, you can have your missile back. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. See, and that is why I spec into launch, because it gets really badass really quickly. Okay, I need to TK these. Perfect. Okay. Alright, we got the peanut gallery chanting floating up in the air over there. Okay. Alright. There we are. Just gonna bonk them. There we are. You know, it's kind of a nice little subtle piece of design how, so I just got the shotgun. I forget what it's actually called. Shatter. That's what it's called. And consequently, this whole area is very close range. Now, when I first got it, when I did my first playthrough, I didn't probably, that area was much, much more difficult, and I was dying a lot quicker, because I was not used to how fragile Jessie is in this game for a very long time. Okay, so where do I go next? I'm gonna look at my map. That doesn't help me at all. Is there another door down here? Is the question. As I feel... Oh, wait. I have one of these that I haven't stuck a battery in. That's a forklift. No, that's a dolly. I worked in a grocery store long enough. I should know the difference. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, no, it's, things change up a lot more quickly when you realize kind of, oh, this is where the dev wants me to use X. Even if it's not a mandatory objective, it's that, okay, we've given you a tool at this point, so might as well make use of it, or it'll make your life a little bit easier. Alright, lore time. Let's see. Next game is Wednesday at 8. Usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Arish still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepsinstall's turn. Alright, little bit of office life going on here. Alright, okay, I think we got another big battle coming up. Yep. Oh, yeah, we do. Gentlemen. Oh, I am out of energy. Okay. There we are. Okay. That's what we like to see. Another control point for the taking. I love that. Never gets old. I love seeing how the oldest house shifts around and is kind of alive. That's super fun. Okay. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but I am a big fan of how they combine the in-game graphics with the AMVs, which normally, in 2019, 2018, whenever this game first came out, was, it's kind of tacky. That's some, early 2000s stuff. But they somehow made it work, and it just adds to the atmosphere and is a really cool way to illustrate Director Trench speaking to Jessie inside her head. I really like that as a visual shorthand. Alright, so we got some new areas opened up. So we're going to see where we're going to go next. Alright.
That's it. The other sector should be open now.
So that's that fast travel there. I keep forgetting I gotta do this to open my map. And I can actually also move around while I'm doing that. So, there's the control point. Did I leave any cookies behind? It doesn't look like I did. quick sweep of the room for any lore. Nope. Nope. Double nope. Triple nope. Anything over here behind anything? Nope. And yes, I am absolutely that person. I don't like moving forward in the story until I have everything I can possibly grab with the abilities I currently have, and even then I'll get grumpy about it sometimes. Alright, door's unlocked, and I am where? Okay. Okay, so that was where I initially came through here. Cool. Access corridor. Open this. Is there anything in here? There is. More lore. More book club. Alright. Unless you. Review by Captain Lopez. These years, wow. These days, most young adult novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless you manage to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called The Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. To find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities now because dystopian future, and along the way they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for a young adult novel. The main character succumbs to the fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never loses sight of the goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I recommend it to my brother's kids. I like how you get kind of a look into these various different characters, many of whom, frankly, you don't get to meet otherwise by the little vignettes. Another game that does that very, very well is Prey. I was actually conflicted over whether or not I wanted to play that or play this for the next playthrough, because I wanted to pick something that I'd played before and that I enjoyed. So do I have anything else, or is it just good old-fashioned damage boost? Okay. Good old-fashioned damage boost. Answered my own question. Okay. So we're going to go down here. We're going to fast travel. We're going to go talk to Emily. And hopefully we have some more ability points to spend. Central Executive. There we are. Perfect. Well, so far things seem to be going all right. I haven't gotten any notifications for the various different frame-related issues. Sorry, my brain's a little bit foggy today, folks. Not gonna lie. Let me adjust the gain on my mic here because it does look like I'm going into the red just a tad. There we are. A little bit better. Okay. Okay. Whoa, okay. Hey there, Jay Leno. That's a mighty pompadour you got there, buddy. Okay. So, that's the service elevator. Main boardroom. Alright. Now's the test, because we went into slideshow mode last time, and hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in our parents' life. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met someone. that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got me. I love Commander. Bureau agents took your brother. Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since. What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power. I thought you took it.
Gotta admire Emily staying on task.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, your brother was snatched by
Classified.
federal agents, but this projector, though,
Case files after
what about that?
Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of containment sector was reserved for it. And the case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found? Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since ordinary. In my head. She let me in. I call it Polaris. As in a guiding star. Do Polaris know about these? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse.
So many midichlorians. So many.
Two matches in Darling's own classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. One was P6 referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. But this was long years ago. Dylan. Is that Dylan? The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research center to secure the HRA production after they had first attacked. So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research center? Use my key card. The sector elevator will take you there.
Beats taking it off a dismembered corpse, Doom style.
What Emily told me about ordinary and my powers being connected.
Also, I feel like y'all are gonna like Marshall, because Marshall's a fucking badass, and I love her so much. She's probably one of my favorite NPCs in this game.
Something's coming.
Also, as a note,
Come for a visit.
whoop,
I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come home.
that's not ominous. That's not ominous. It's all good. Sick, more ability points. Alright. So, one thing I do want to make reference to is I really like how it would be really easy for the game to fall into the pattern of just doing some kind of very typical chosen one kind of eugenics-y type shit. But the way that they kind of handle Jesse and Dylan being in Ordinary and having, like, Polaris basically reach out to them is not because necessarily that they were special or that they had huge potential or anything, but mostly because they were there and they wanted to help. There's kind of a split second at the beginning of the game where they're like, okay, Jesse, you're special. How were you able to do this? Well, I had something helping me. Well, okay, why did it help you? It's like, well, I don't fucking know. I was there, I guess. And once again, I'm impressed by the efficiency and the economy of the story, because it's not 6 hours of Jesse being like, oh, I don't know if I can tell them. Oh, I don't know if it's too much or all this sort of stuff. She's like, listen, it's now or never, really. We have a paranormal entity breaking into our world, and I am one of the only people in one of the only places that can do something about it. If I'm not going to ask questions now, and I'm not going to tell them, when am I going to do it? It's kind of, it gets past the there's kind of a cheap shorthand for creating narrative tension. That's just characters being obstinate. You'll find it a lot in romantic comedies and just kind of, you'll sit there and you'll go, this problem could have been dealt with an hour and a half ago if these people had basic communication skills. So I very much like how Control skips past that and allows you to get more into the meat of the story and, throwing forklifts at people by going like, you know what, just ask the questions. Just tell her what she needs in order to be able to help you. Alright, let's go level up, folks. Alright, 20 feet, whatever. I can do more than that. Let's see. If I have some left over, I might do that. We'll go 3. Yep. That'll be another 3, so that would eat all of them. So that's launch damage. That's... God, I want to do more damage, but I need more energy to power my stuff. Fine. Let's see here. Astral constructs. I can upgrade. I can construct spin. Would I? Threshold remnant, ritual impulse. So I'm using grip, which is the pistol, a lot more often. This is kind of what I ended up doing in the last playthrough as well. Actually, I waited a long time to create spin last time, so I think I'll do that. So why don't I... Alright, let's switch out Shatter for spin. Oh no, actually, you know what I'll do? Is we will go Shatter, replace this with spin, and then what do we got to put on there? Rate of fire boost, damage boost. Yeah, rate of fire. We'll go rate of fire. And what have we got here? We've got launch efficiency cost, dodge efficiency, launch efficiency. So we're gonna deconstruct this. That's worse, so we're gonna deconstruct that. And that's actually still worse than that. So there we go. And launch efficiency until we get into a tough situation. Okay. So, where are we headed off to next? Find Marshall. Okay. Oh, wait. Major targets. Okay, cool. You know what? We'll do that. So, this is the first time that we are going to... let's see. So, energy converters entrance. Power plants right there. Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. So, the board countermeasures are essentially repeatable optional missions that help you get collectibles, mods for your weapons and your powers, and, experience and currency, essentially. That was another one that I didn't really use them a whole lot in my initial playthrough. We'll see however many actually come up. Because, we want to try and get through the story and get those tasty lore bits. Okay, so I'm tracking that. I need to go to the energy converters, so they'll be back down here, question mark? Yes, okay, cool. Alright, key targets. Let's do it. Also, spin is actually really powerful. It just runs out of ammo quickly. And these are the equivalent of the butterfly balls from Hades. And they just heal enemies, which is a pain in the butt. So you want to take them out real quick. Oh, that was a cardboard box. You gave me that? Really? Come on, give me energy. There we go. And that's why I took that upgrade. Oh my god. No, that's not good. No, come on. Thank you. Death by cardboard. Whoa, okay. Where are you? Okay, I need to recover health. Thank you. Alright. Where are the other targets? They're directly behind me. Cool. Bye. Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna keep wailing you in the head. Okay. Whoa, okay, yep. Nope. Or I'm not gonna do that because these other dudes are gonna kill me. Ooh. Right, and you only get one shot at those. I forgot that. Yeah. That's one thing about not having a motion sensor is that I will forget that there are enemies behind me and they will kill me right dead. They'll absolutely do that. Yeah, quickly repositioning. Thank you for the reminder, game. I will try and keep that in mind so that I don't die. Alright. Let's see here. I think the only thing that I have right now is my main mission. So, we'll do that. So, I need to... Is this where I'm supposed to go, or is this just where... Okay. So, where's my... So, find Marshall. Went to the research sector to create more HRAs. Believes Marshall may know more about Dylan. Okay, so I need to go to the research sector, which is where? Furnace chamber, access corridor. So do I just go back to the central executive and we'll see if we can go from there? Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I hope that everybody's having a good time in chat, chilling out, whatever it is that you're working on. Working and lurking or hanging out. If you do have any thoughts about the game or questions, please feel free to let me know. But, of course, please don't feel pressure. If you do just kind of want to chill and have some accompaniment of my dulcet tones while you chill and have your food or work on whatever you need to work on for school, please, by all means. Alright, so, give me a direction. So, research sector. That would have made my life a lot easier to start off with. The good news, however, seems to be that the stream is running much, much more smoothly today than it was last week. Last week was a bit of a slideshow. It made me a little bit sad because, you know, first intro, first episode of a new game, all that sort of stuff. It's never fun to have to deal with tech issues. Okay, so I might actually switch back to grip. Do I have a better damage boost one? No, I don't. Okay. Alright, so I seem to recall we start getting some, we're gonna get some chair users. Come on. Aim better, thank you. Come on now. Okay, whoop. We are. I have the high ground. Okay. Alright, where are you? Oh, you're down there. Okay. We can handle that. There we are. What did you hit me with? That was nasty. Oh, your gun. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That tracks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to not charge forward like that. That's on me, honestly. You know what? I think now I remember why I didn't use the shotgun so often. It's because I would get into these big open areas and then, like, charge forward with it, and then, like, 6 dudes would just shoot me in the back. So, you know, the lesson here, boys and girls, and be friends, is to not use a shotgun in a wide open, long range confrontation. Alright, so got spin. And we're going to have some more flyers come by. Yep, there they are. Boom. Perfect. Oh, you just straight up beefed it into the ground. Okay. I mean, that's a bold move, Cotton. I don't know if it paid off. Whoa, okay. Take a seat. There you go. Alright, where are you? Oh, we got another shelter. Boom. Perfect. Gotta make sure no one sneaks up on me while I'm looting. Alright. Emergency call. Okay. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality, that's a $10 word for you, via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE Redacted, in which redacted. Excuse me. Event response. Event is believed to have been caused by redacted, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent redacted, and redacted. Informative. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got some other SCP type entries here that we didn't go over last time. So the hotline, which is our major kind of plot item we had before. Let's see here. Hotline. Containment procedure. Should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Description or para-utility. Object is a 1960s era red bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs redacted. Interesting choice of information to redact. The object allows the director to communicate with the redacted. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal redacted. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. Interesting. So, the oldest house will modify paintings and aspects of its surroundings or structure based off the fact that Jesse is now the director, but these documents remain unchanged, so that's interesting. Background. The object was spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known Bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including redacted and redacted, but its origin remains unknown. Okie dokie. And I guess we've got the merry-go-round horse as well. Object should be kept in a confined space when unbound. So, once again, for those who weren't here last week, this is the one that I absorbed to get my dash ability. Description / para-utility. A fiberglass horse once used as a seat for a merry-go-round ride. The pole is still connected to the object. The object is capable of moving short distances at high speeds. This can be quite dangerous when redacted its path. The object is currently bound by redacted. Background. The object was discovered at the site of an abandoned amusement park. Local redacted reported that the rides could move on their own and that they would be chased out. When the rumors reached the Bureau, agents were dispatched to investigate. 3 local redacted were found dead at the scene. Wow, I'm just inserting redacteds now. The object attacked Agent Redacted by Redacted. Agents invoked formula C.5 to redacted the object long enough to redacted. Alright, so creepy moving objects. Seems about par for the course. Okay. So, time to try and not get shot again. Screw your sniper rifle. Now, haha! Did I actually hit someone? I did not. Okay. Now to not get caught from behind again. Oh, we got a big boy. Oh, bonked him on the way by. Also, the sound design in this game is so good. Just when it comes to, like, the different materials of objects that you're bonking people with, I love just, like, throwing, like, something wooden at someone and just hearing the dull, like, fuck! Love the green walls in this area. I know I want one, too. Hello there, Noya and Sora. Thank you very much for joining us in chat. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day, and it really does seem like they got some... Oh, there's a third one up here. There we go. It feels like they really got someone on staff who had a degree in architecture or had done design for office spaces and buildings and things like that. Because, you know, it's one thing to make a cool looking game, but it's another thing to make a game that really invokes the feeling of the environment that you're trying to recreate. And I really feel as though the kind of, I don't want to say sterile, but like, this looks like a particularly palatial city hall that you could see, like a really big government building. Albeit maybe one with some more ambitious arboreal decoration. But yeah, and thank you very much for joining us in chat tonight. How are you? How are the things in the stuff? And I hope that your week is going well so far. Let's see. Oh, lore. Blackrock analysis. Okay, so Blackrock is going to be significant as we go through the game. Hi Carla, does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the 2 Blackrock samples you sent. The Prism or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual place under C for Carla. A handy mnemonic device, right? Ha ha. Oh no. Oh, that's awkward office romance. Oh, you hate to see it. This man is also probably dead. Anyway, let me know if there's something you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explore... Hubert, what are you doing? My guy, you don't do the whole, let me explain science to you. Perhaps we should chat about it over some drinks or dinner even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Oh, Hubert. Oh, Hubie baby. You just, you got the enthusiasm, man, but you, maybe not the best tactic. Not gonna lie. Maybe not the best. Okay, so we got another shelter. And corpses. Cool. So, we're coming up to an area that I believe I cannot get through yet. Yeah, it's right over there. So, once again, the toxic spores of the mold that's over there. Is this a better health boost than the one that I have? That's a better launch efficiency one, I think. Oh no, that's the one that I have equipped. Silly. Plus 25%. Okay. That's better than the one that I have there, so I'll just deconstruct that. Okay, so got a couple of optional areas over here. So this, once again, this drove me up the wall because I am a no, I want to explore over there type person. Yeah, I was just like, no, but I want to go there. And the game's like, no, you can't yet. And I'm like, but I wanna. And yeah, so, vision into my mind. Am highly uncomfortable, dang periods, jumping from distraction to distraction. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're having a difficult time of the month there, my friend. Well, hopefully I can provide you some amply distracting and enjoyable distractions. Let's see here. So, okay. This is... What was in here again? So I think this was one of the containment procedures that they were trying to come up with. If I remember correctly, we'll soon find out. Song questionnaire. Auditory experience, Poets of the Fall. Oh! I didn't recognize the name last time. So, for those of you who have played the Alan Wake games, you may recognize the name Poets of the Fall. That was the in-game band that created some various different music and that were on the various different radios and such. This is your first indication that Control and Alan Wake take place in the same universe. So we go in here. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? And then we have these various different pairs that you can pick. So, standard scientific or parascientific procedure. So, also loot. Okay. Is there anything in here? Nope. Okay, cool. Might go into the multimedia later. Also, the devs of this game did something really cool. All of the various different music that you can encounter here or in Alan Wake is also, you can find it on YouTube, and they're really cool about putting it up. Oh, it's an actual Finnish band. Really? I thought that they specifically just made stuff for Alan Wake and Control. That's really, really cool. Also, hello, Tiny Rigs. Thank you very much for joining us in chat. How's your evening going? How's your weekend? I hope that you are doing well. Oh, sorry. I gotta kill some possessed boyos. Oh, you dodged that. Come here. Oh, you have some iframes. That's some bullshit. Astral Lab to the face! Alright. Oh, I don't have any energy. It's okay. I still got a gun. Oh, have I been? I have been in here, right? I think. Yes, I have. Okay, cool. I know I've been back up here. There are a couple offices up top that I want to check out because there's some collectibles and such. Lore! Plant complaint. Okay. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Dr. Lewis. Given the context of the office we're currently in, would normally be a weird question, doesn't seem super unusual. Though, you don't mess with good boy Ati. Ati's cool. Just let him do his thing. Okay, ma'am? Ma'am. You are... Oh, no, I broke it. Can I turn it back on? Synchronicity. Synchronicity and the unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomena long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It's how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords, redundant, and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, and now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Okay. The mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Refer to file redacted for full report. Okay. There's points to be given for enthusiasm, at least. Let's see. My mic seems to be crackling. Okay, here, let me turn it down a little bit then. Let me just make sure I'm turning the right knob. How about that? Is that higher or is that lower? We actually just, here. I'll tab out. How about, that's still red. I'm just going to keep talking. Okay, we're in the yellow now. Does that help a little bit? Okay, yeah, because I was kind of in the red now before, so let me know if that assists with the crackling at all. Whoa, okay. You leave my frames where they are, Streamlabs OBS. You don't touch them. Okay, so boardroom, collected that. Anything over here? No. Perfect. Yeah, seems better. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, there were a bunch of settings that I installed some new RAM sticks before Friday's stream, and it kind of reset a bunch of stuff, and I'm not entirely sure why. So we're not going to get to go in here for a while. I promise you I will let you know when we will, because this is one of my favorite spots in the entire game. Dimensional research and the path that leads to it. And I'll leave it at that for want of not spoiling anything. Okay, Dr. Darling's office. Let's see what's going on over here. Lots of sticky notes. Cool. The astral plane. All right. Examination of paranatural topics. The astral plane and objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of powers transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle, determined by Jungian archetypes in the collective subconscious, would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once a part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power, specifically the hotline, which we looked at earlier in the stream. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. Love me a good science, man. Love me some good science. Budget request. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington... The guy from Stranger Things has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. Oh no! For anyone who's been in university, this is way too close to home. Just the departments being like, what we do is real science. What they do over there is just hobbyism, and just every department doing it. It's like, y'all, for real? For real, we're gonna do this? It's once again, salute to Blacklight Games to reproduce something very, very real in science departments across the world. Let's see. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of Single. Aw, you liquored him up too. You dick, Abraham Lewis. Asshole. Alright. Okay. And we have Dr. Darling giving a presentation over here. We got one more piece of lore because we're investigating the Hedron resonance amplifiers. Resonance, it's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted. I've called redacted. The redacted, informative so far, emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder, is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points, but what else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? As well, interestingly enough, the name of the hiss representing that kind of dissonance, or just like, an earworm burrowing into your mind, once again kind of talking about this theme of vibrations, resonance, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so let's listen to Dr. Darling for a moment.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices.
Oh, buddy.
They're not tracking your movements.
You are looking rough, my friend.
While you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified not water might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm making more.
The narrator. He was not, in fact, kidding. Gotta love when secrecy ends up sabotaging government efforts to respond to crises. Anyways. Alright. Astral plane counter essay. Okay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the blank, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on. I'm presuming that redacted probably is the board that they're referring to. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board, but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the board? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume that this involvement by the board is a natural fact and not something more redacted? Okay. And this is by Emily Pope. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So this is our first kind of suggestion that maybe the board, whom we have... Whoa, okay, sorry, we got floaty boys. Minor interruption. Yeah, that was very rude. I don't appreciate you throwing debris at me. You have a rocket launcher. You need to... That needs to go away real quick. Oh, okay. If I can at least hit you with stuff while you're spawning. Oh, you are explodey boys. Nope. Don't like that. There we are. Oh, nope. I missed you slightly. There we go. Oh, I thought I hit him that time. Oh well. Do I have any more? Oh, I do. You got a shield too. Look at you. Aren't you special? Okay, that one skimmed me a little bit. That wasn't too bad. Northlight Studios, I believe, at least that's what I saw in the intro, that they're the ones who, I think they're the publisher for this, I believe. At least that's what I recall seeing in the intro. But if I am incorrect, then I can definitely modify that when I go to put the various different VODs out, for sure, going forward. Okay, so where am I right now? Okay, so I need to go in a general that-a-ways direction. I need to remember that I still can move normally when I have Publishers 505. Okay, well, that's very... I will see about modifying that in the video information going forward. Okay. So, I think I need to go down to the bottom. Interesting. That's, I must have combined some of those terms in my head when I didn't intend to. Whoa. Okay. Oh, we got one more. Threshold utility. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by Redacted, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The Quarry brought Blackrock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back that particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. Okay, and that's by Dr. Darling. So they're referring to this stuff, which will absolutely damage me the moment that I step on it. And you'll also notice these things. This stuff is the black rock that they're referring to. Later on, we'll get to go to the quarry, which is actually kind of a cool spot. That is another really cool example of the architecture and level design in this game. Yeah, so look forward to that as well. I think that's still a little ways off, I believe. Okay, so I can't go in there yet. And, okay, right, so there was that door that I blew the barriers off of up here. So this presumably is our next low. Okay, that's a lot of red. Okay, you don't. All right, you're closing up an orifice, so clearly you don't want me going through there.
I need to reach her.
Duly noted. All right. This seems like maybe a good time to switch to Shatter again, because we're in a more enclosed space. Are there any goodies? Nope. Okay. Okay, so Shatter was in fact not the right move. You got mail, motherfucker! Alright, that was explosive. Hey, you're not allowed to take cover. Only I'm allowed to do that. Damn it. Ew, low ammo and low energy. That's no bueno. Let's try that again. Sir, I need you to fire another grenade at me. Thank you, that'll work. Not a grenade, but, you know, still explosive and shooty. Cool. Alright, so we got some creepy dunes going on in here. They're fine. I'm sure they're fine. Okay, lore. Another emergency call. Transcript of a call to California State Emergency Services. 911, what is your emergency? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Unknown noise. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Ooh, creepy. I love it. Love that stuff. And I love when, almost as much as I love when they're tied in with an object that you do interact with in the game, I almost love it more when they're not tied in with anything at all. And there are just these, like, creepy little vignettes that you get to experience as you go through the game. I really, really enjoy that. Okay, Astral Exhibition. Okay. Alright. We got another Bureau alert. Okay. Astral constructs, weapon forms. Pierce. Oh, right. That's my... So, that's our sniper rifle, essentially. I need more ritual impulses. I don't know where I can get those, but... undefined reading, common, house memory, threshold remnant. Sure. You know what? We'll do that. And I don't have any more to upgrade it further, so... Okay, so, communications department. I think that's where the dead letters were. Oh, Dr. Darling, our science man is talking.
The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
Alright, so let's see here. That's the executive. It's research, maintenance. So I guess that would be communications, I think. Let's go there and see if I can not get killed while trying to do this optional objective for once. I suppose I've only really tried doing it once. Named enemies, tougher challenge, but yield better rewards. That sounds about standard. Alright, so I am in the communications department, or adjacent to it. Oh, it's going to be in this area through here where I got my launch abilities. That's the mailroom. Is it in here? Nope. Okay. There's the shelter, and I think I've already opened this one. We'll find out. I did. Okay, good to know. Okay. Well, that got messy real quick. Alright. There we are. Whoa, okay. Someone's got a rockety boy. Ooh, 2 for 1. Oh, okay. You can have that back. I did not consent to you giving that to me. I just keep stunning you. And keep you guys from killing me. Oh, you're still here. Hello. You're quiet for a big guy. Okay, where are these nodes? There they are. Right, I keep forgetting these guys are actually going to keep spawning till I destroy them. Okay, out of power. Love it. Love to see it. Yeah, I got one too. Ooh, okay. Alright, where's the next node? Come on now. Where are you? Gonna be in some obscure corner somewhere, and it's gonna irritate me. One would hope. Oh, there you are. Alright. Oh. You guys still spawning, huh? Alright. Now, hopefully they can damage one another. They can. Okay. Important piece of information. Oh, hey. Collectible I didn't grab before. Oh, hello. Whoa! Alright, what way are you gonna go? Just gonna drift your way on out of here. For real, guys? Oh, no. Okay, so now I just need to get to... Come on, thank you. Awesome. Okay, cool. And back to control point. So didn't get any abilities. Astral constructs. Need more of those still. Okay. And I'm guessing I'm probably get some more soon of that. And then these are just... Let me see what I have in my inventory actually. Because I picked up a bunch of stuff. That is more efficient. We got headshot damage. Nice. Okay. 44, 47. These are for Pierce. Yeah, headshot damage. I'm going for headshots anyways. That makes sense. Grouping efficiency. Yeah, you definitely want efficiency on that one. Can't wait till I actually have the stuff to be able to upgrade this stuff. So that one's not as good, so we'll do that. Possibility of ammo refund. Rate of fire, 24, 15. We'll scrap that one. Rate of fire, damage boost, and then what do we got for shatter? We got projectile spread. So we will let's see. That'll just be flat out damage boost. And both of these we will get rid of. And then when I have an extra slot, I definitely want to put ammo refund on something. Most likely probably spin or grip. Just so I can just keep, you know, more DACA complete. Continue to fire indefinitely. Okay, so we are going to the Astral Exhibition. Or going back to the Astral Exhibition. There is a minor problem in this game that does come up, which is that the absolutely beautiful architecture can sometimes result in you being lost, because the map is not super useful, in my opinion. Okay, so this is the direction I want to go, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Anything on here? Nope. No lore drops. And we got grip and shatter. Okay. Ooh. The Astral Exhibition. Okay. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. Didn't want their name putting in there, apparently. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. Cool. Encapsulating an extra-dimensional creature. I'm sure that will go super, super well. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Okay. Alright. So, seems to be a diagram of a section of the astral plane, perhaps? Interesting. Okay. Alright. And also, welcome to the Astral Fugue, everybody. That thing will kill the shit out of me. So I need to figure out a way to trap it into one of the little corridors there. Oh, alright. I remember this gave me some trouble the first time I did it. So, best of luck. Okay. So, it can't get me up there. I need to... Okay. That's the one problem with the game having interaction controls that require you to hold something. Whoop! Okay. Come on! Fuck. Nope. Didn't do it fast enough. Oh, that's locked. It does seem to have a finite shape, at least. Okay. So. Nope, that just straight up doesn't work. Okay, cool. Cool. Good to know. Come on, come this way. Yep, right this way. Okay. So, can I put this somewhere? Yeah, I can. It's right over there. Okay. Come here, Fido. Come here, big guy. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, come on. Come this way. Yeah, the timing on this is such a pain in the butt. Come on. Yep. Further. Closer. I just need to risk my own death. What? No, it still doesn't work. Okay. Cool. Good to know. All right. So, there's an order to do this. I might just have to die though. 'Cause I think I need to have both of those doors closed. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, this was one puzzle that I feel like maybe could have been posed a little bit better. Because, you know, clearly you want to try and lock it in there, but the kind of order of operations of everything is a little bit, at least to me, was a little bit kind of futzy, not gonna lie. Okay. Let's give it another shot. Astral Exhibition. Right. I think that's not going to tell me anything I don't already know. Okay. Okay, so grab that. Is there another one? Well, that would explain it, wouldn't it? Okay. Okay. Come on, big guy. We go through there. Boom. All right. Awesome. That took me so long the first time that I actually did it. Just figuring out the timing and everything. Alright. Got some loot. Shatter recoil efficiency. I think I'm pretty okay with it so far. Okay. So, let's continue.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Oh, communications.
Marshall, are you still there? Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Okay. Let's see how big these... Yep, nope, that's not going to be a shatter area. That is going to be spin. Okay. Alright. Oh, really? A bunch at once? Okay. His clusters heal other enemies. Well, I'm trying to kill it first, but then 3 dudes with rocket launchers were, just wanted to say hi. So I think we'll try and maybe clear them out first. Because, you know, you can't heal if the enemy's already dead. So we'll give that a shot. Are you serious? Don't tell me I have to do it again. I really hope I don't have to do it again. Okay, I don't. Doesn't look like it anyways. Okay. Gonna run through. We already talked to Marshall. Spin. Okay. I'm gonna grab a fire extinguisher. Boom. High ground. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Okay. Now, there's more of you down here. I know there is. I was going to say, there's no way it's just one wave. go. Alright. Where are you? Ow. Alright. Oh, crap. Still out of energy. This isn't a thing I can destroy. I'm just gonna collect up element bits. Yeah, you can have that back. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Got all of that taken care of. Got big, heavy gun boy. Okay. What have we got? We have got... Oh, this looks ominously lit. Groupthink. Oh dear. This is an actual thing. I remember studying this in university. The study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asch's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Super useful, guys. Thank you very much. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. So yeah, for those of you unaware, groupthink it's kind of colloquially known around internet circles, but like is basically just kind of that. It's a very real kind of sociological phenomenon wherein people will explicitly agree with things that they are aware are factually incorrect if there is sufficient social consensus for them. So just like even just basic things like look up the original Solomon Asch study if you get a chance. It's actually very interesting. I don't have any ability points. Let me over here. The astral knots. We'll save it for a little bit later. Okay. The X-ray light box object of power. Interesting. So that's the hypnosis lab. Now where is that? Oh, hello! Thank you very much. Hey, Jay Mnemonic, thank you very much. I appreciate the subs being given out. I appreciate you, and that's very, very kind. How are you doing today? I hope that you're having a lovely weekend. And thank you very much. Yeah, it just kind of blew me away there. We were having just kind of a nice little quiet evening, but I appreciate your presence in the chat as always, and thank you for your generosity to everyone there. How are you doing tonight? How are things going? We're just trying to rescue people from paranormal control, you know,
Marshall,
the usual.
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
my name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faith? Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right.
Oh.
More of you? Really?
See, part of why I like Jessie is she totally speaks to the player or the perspective on them. Of just being like, come on, more waves of enemies? Are you for real right now? There's gonna be at least one big guy here. Oh, I thought there was. Apparently there wasn't. Usually they throw one in at the end there. So let me just double check where the Hypnosis Lab is. Can I get there from here? If I can, I definitely want to do that before I move forward. Hypnosis Lab. I'm probably going to run into more waves of enemies, but whatever. Do I have a control? Yeah, I have a control point right there. Okay, cool. Let's see, Astral Constructs. Can't upgrade it yet. Need more Ritual Impulse pieces. Alright. Doop-a-doo. Just on the long shift and I ran out of YouTube video essays to watch, so I finally got a chance to catch your stream after meaning to for a while. Well, thank you very much for coming on in and welcome in. I think that you are really going to like this. If that is my good friend D Pennyway over there in the chat, then you and I have a mutual love of narrative physically impacting the world and changing it. I think that this is very much going to be a game that will be your jam. Okay. Oh, hello. Right. Creepy hypnotized people.
I see it. Another object of power?
Find a way into the room to bind the X-ray light box.
Mesmerized by it.
Okay. So. This is Poozle. It's a Pooshel. Right, so I need to create the correct configuration. I need to imitate. There's a photo or a picture here. That's incorrect. There is... So that's the X-ray light box that I need to try and bind. That's hypnotizing these folks right here. So I need to... Oh, we got some loot. Hey, another intrusive pattern. Perfect. Now I need like 6 more. Now I don't actually know whether those are like randomly generated or not. That's part of a larger puzzle. I know it is. Okay. So which picture am I trying to imitate? Is it you? I think that's the only configuration that's in here. And I think they're randomly generated. So I'm going to assume yes. So we got the cube. We've got both of the layers are solid on top. Okay. So... Okay. Can I reset you? Or do I have to go... This one thing is it's a little bit unclear. Oh, wait. No. Bingo. Perfect. It's a little bit unclear what the controls are for that one. But we got it done. Oh, Johnny Mnemonic. Oh, yes! Evon the Writer on Twitter. Well, yeah, not a problem. That's always the person whom I associate with Mnemonic. So it will be good to let our friend D know that their branding is strong. But yeah, Evon the Writer on Twitter, or we'll say, we'll just call you Jay on here. But yeah, very interested in same way sorts narrative unfolds as D. Yep. No, this is, I've said it before and I'll say it endlessly. this is a masterpiece of a game. I adore it so much. Like cinematically, it's lit and atmospheric in such an interesting way. I can't say enough nice things about this game.
Please state your name for the record. Paul Warren, astronaut, first class.
All right, astronaut interviews.
Exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal entanglement, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia.
Corporeal untangling.
Notes that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray Lightbox, is purely voluntary. Yes, I do. Perfect. Pursuit is good. Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
Okie dokie. Let's bind this light box. Right. So this is how I get mind control. Yup. Alright. Right. So I need to find another way to defeat this enemy. Oh, okay. You are immune to my attacks. Okay, why are you giving me... So, pretty much damage an enemy enough, and I can now seize them. So, when I seize an enemy, basically, they become mine, but they take damage over time, so it doesn't last forever. Yeah, come on. Except all y'all's aim is terrible. Okay, shoot him. Shoot the hell out of him. Go. Oh, well, he just straight up died. Okay. How much health do you have? Well, I can see how much health you have left. But how much more damage do you need to take? Come on. Come here. Give me your brain. Thank you. Now, shoot the golden one. There we are. Please, if you would so kindly kill this person. Or entity, I guess. And that's one more power that I have at my disposal now. So, now, where is the exit? There it is. Perfect. Oh, the like warbling sound effect or the wolol. I'm not entirely sure what you're referencing with the wololololo because I'm thinking of the trollolololo guy, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you mean. So, all right, okay, so we got that taken care of. Oh, they're all dead. All right, good to know. Good to know. There aren't any more lore bits in here. Okay, cool. That's really interesting that they were able to use the Lightbox as a travel device effectively, but that's not the means that I'm using it for, or the utility that I'm using it for. That's really interesting. Oh, okay. I've never played Age of Empires, so that would explain my lack of familiarity with that one in particular. But good to know. Ooh, ability points. Alright, cool. Let's make this happen, Captain. More launch damage? I think we're gonna go... let's see. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. I really want to So that's 2, and I could increase melee a little bit. Yeah, we'll launch basic enemies, because we want to get that much closer to being able to throw forklifts and stuff at people. Okay, so we also now have an additional personal mods slot. So let's put something else in there. So we have launch energy cost, evade energy cost, and we might do health recovery, I think. Health recovery. Do I have a better health recovery one? Yeah, I do. I'm going to use that instead. The one that I have is still the most efficient for launch. So, health recovery. Perfect. And then, did I get anything new or interesting? Damage while low on health. Ugh. I am way too... I am way too anxious for those sorts of builds. Is Control similar to any other games you've played? I mean, if you've played, like, third-person shooters in general, it's pretty good, but... And this is kind of one of those things, is the best praise that I can give Control is that it isn't similar to many other games I've played. Like, it is a shooter. It does have a lot of these different kind of, like, you have your guns and things like that. But it tweaks the third-person shooter formula in a number of different ways to fit into its narrative and make all of those pieces act harmoniously. Like, for instance, you don't have ammo. You just have energy, and then when it runs down, it just runs out and recharges. And then likewise, with your various different powers, you have another energy bar, which is up there at the top. So managing your two different energy sources is a good way to both balance gameplay and keep things moving, have you get used to switching between different tools, but at the same time, there isn't any sort of like, oh, we've got this mystical, Jungian, archetypical, like, astral weapon, but it takes normal, regular bullets, which would be kind of silly. So the fact that they are just like, yeah, you don't have to worry about ammo. You just use it until it runs out of energy, and then the energy recharges, and do that. And then there are, like, enemies will have shields around them. Some of the more advanced ones do, to where using, like, launching objects at them is better, and then other like, your gun is usually better for staggering enemies that don't have shields, etc. But the flying ones are really fast. So the familiar elements of the game that it brings into play with respect to third-person shooter elements are tweaked in just such a way to where I sometimes feel hesitant to call this game a third-person shooter, primarily because I spec into launch because throwing couches at people is dope, and I really mostly just use the utility weapon because the game is like, alright, look, jackass, we know that you want to throw stuff at people, but you can't do that all the time, so we're gonna have this thing where you kind of have to use your gun sometimes, and you have to get used to that. So it's funny because I don't really think of it as a third-person shooter, but it absolutely is. But then, with respect to the story, the closest thing that I could think to compare it to is SCP. Because it very much has a very... I mean, look at my there's 5 different tabs of collectibles, and each of them has an abundance of all of these different things. So this is the way that they really build the world. And whether it's through audio, you have a couple of video related things that you can go back to. The use of AMVs, it's very much like if someone like called up David Lynch, like the creator of Eraserhead, of stuff like Saint Elsewhere, and had him make a video game, is what this would be. And that experience is, I don't want to say unique because there might be similarities with other games that have tried to do the same thing, but in my opinion, one of the better attempts to do it because all of the different elements harmoniously work together. So I hope that answers your question.
Marshall is waiting for you in the lab. Just
Alright. Excuse me, folks. I'm just gonna loot the washroom real quick. If you don't mind. Oh, that's a dead person. Okay. I'll just... You're not using this, are you? Okay. The rubber duck, of course. Rubber duck. Discovered in the home of Agent Redacted after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Redacted, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of the child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update: it was discovered that Agent Redacted was bringing paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Redacted has been terminated. Why? Why do you gotta fuck with creepy shit, man? Like, I mean, I feel like rule number one of working at the FBC is don't fuck with the creepy shit. Like, come on now. And this, I don't have an ability to be able to explore up there yet, so I can't go up there yet, but we will soon, hopefully. And control point. Boom. Come on, thank you. Okay. And I don't think... Checking around for lore. I think we're all good. Got a saddlebag, but I think that's about it. Yes, the luck and probability area. There's also some really fun, like, it's rare that I see a game use puzzles so effectively for world building, but there are areas like this lab that I'll get into it once we get past this, but also prepare to meet one of my favorite NPCs, Marshall.
I was starting to worry.
I love her to death.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse.
Look at the the World War II leather bomber jacket, like,
None of this.
and just like the 12 gauge shotgun is just like, the Hiss were like, no, you know what, we're gonna go over here and not mess with her, because she's a badass.
My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here. She could know about Dylan. I can clear out the Hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Dawning has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help we get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the Hiss.
I also like how the game avoids pitfalls that other games tend to have when it comes to NPCs, because you'll have kind of the same problem that a lot of the times you'll have in, say, games such as, well, I mean, like Dungeons and Dragons. There's the problem of the adventurers come along and every villager is fully incapable of comprehending any situation and is just like, blah, I don't know what to do about this, Mr. Adventurer. I'm entirely useless and incompetent. And, like, Control, both in terms of it makes sense. All of these people, this is their jobs. These are the sorts of weird shit that they deal with all the time. But also, it subverts it by being like, yeah, no, you also have games where that happens as well, where people are helpless, where they really shouldn't be helpless, or, like, overwhelmed by a situation that's like, yeah, this is pretty bad, this is probably the worst that it's been, but it's not fundamentally different than anything we've had to deal with, so we're just kind of going through our protocol and adapting as we can. So that's something that I really like about that. So I need to... There is a puzzle involving all of the objects in this room that are various different tokens of luck. Now, if you know your cultural lore surrounding luck, can I get through here yet? I can't. Okay. Then you will know that each of these different things has these different representations. So let's see here. We have our 4-leaf clover. So I'm going to take that. Got this koi fish, which these guys are in the way of. Cool guys, appreciate it. There is just something over here. We got our little lucky cat. We got... Where's the horseshoe? Because if we invert it, then the luck falls out.
Only exit is back through parakinesiology.
And what do we got over here? So that's one of those. Very clear. I know. That's one of those, of course.
Let me stop you, but no one will be calling you a ranger afterwards.
The fight's not in here, Rangers. Let's look for alternatives.
Interesting. Can I hear it from the other side of the room? I think I need to set all of them going. Oh, sorry there, folks. Didn't mean to jump on your table with all your guns on it.
They're studying down the hall. Heard it steals your soul.
Is there another one? I feel like there's got to be one more. Rule of threes. Guess I'll just put that back then. It's interesting. So, looks like I'm spacing out on how to do this properly right now. So I will save that for looking it up, probably off stream. And then next time I stream, I can attempt to do it again. Okay. You guys leave me alone. I'm looting the room. Or there could be nothing in it. Okay. Oh, there is something there, but I'm gonna go help these guys first. Alright, there's a hiss cluster around here. Where is it?
I see where you are. Just have to help them.
Right, then I need to probably seize some of these guys. Okay, yeah, no, your text is very immersive, but it's getting in the way of me doing my shit. You work for me now. Alright. I feel so Darth Vader when I do that. I love it. And I feel like there's a boss at the end of this, if I remember correctly. Where are you? You're shooting at something. What are you shooting at? Oh, there you are. Whoa, okay, I don't want to be near you. God, they're creepy. I hate them so much. Oh, Jeebus. Alright. Oh, no. Okay. So we've got a control point. Right. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a boss. Whoa, okay. So if I knock out his shield, he isn't able to pick shit up for at least a moment. This is also why I need that launch efficiency module, because he gets that shield back real quick. Oh, come on. All right. I might actually just... I'm wondering whether or not spin is the right one to use in that one, because I have the bonus damage to headshots with grip, and I don't know if I want to get too close to him, because with the sustained fire and like the excuse me, the reduction in the recoil, yeah, I might have to go with grip instead of spin. Oh, do I have to do this whole thing again? That kind of sucks. Alright. Alright, so we got grip. Okay, I guess, well, I mean, I'm not going to complain if we have to skip right to the boss fight. It does kind of suck that I have to run all the way back down here, though. Like, you could have just kind of spawned me right there or something. Oh, alright, that was kind of big shitty. Nope, I'm gonna get fucked by this. Ooh, yep. Alright, did a lot better last time, so what I gotta do is stop trying to fire one directly at him, because he spawns right behind that one, like, Art Deco statue. I guess that's not Art Deco. It's probably something else. I don't actually know the name of the art movement. But behind that weird astral-looking statue, at least. Let's see here. You gotta maneuver a little bit better, I think. Just generally to shut him down. Ba, 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 ba. Gentlemen. Is this anything? Well, ominous bathroom. Good to know. Right, and we got a couple of these explosive canisters over here. So I will attempt to orient myself near them. Don't know why I'm talking in that weird kind of emphasis. Oh no, he broke through the roof again. Who could have seen it coming? Wait, your shield recovered already? It's nice that they don't give him iframes while his shield is recovering. Like, you 100% can hit him, and it will take his shield down to, like, half. Come on. Oh, okay, that was real close. Okay. What? There are also flunkies? Uncool, brah. Uncool. But hey, we took care of it. It is handled. Sick. Alright. All set. No more ability points. That's fine. Let's see. Did we get anything new? We got more health. Not a whole ton that I could use. It's improved accuracy. I don't have Pierce yet. I seem to recall that I held off on that for a little while in my last playthrough. Now, if I can upgrade grip, that would probably be good. But I can't. I still need more ritual impulses, which hopefully, since we're in the ritual department, there might be more of. One can only hope. Boop. Alright. I seem to recall there are some enemies gonna ambush me when I go through that door. Carla, file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. Oh no, our friend Hubert, who is trying to flirt poorly. This is the other half of that, apparently. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I have re-archived it with the BlackRock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of the newly discovered BlackRock variant is reaching a critical point, I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would appreciate any support you could provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for the expeditious delivery. Ooh, shut down. It's just like, yeah, we could, meet for coffee and talk about it. She's just like, I have no further questions, but I appreciate your input. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Cool, yeah, that's totally fine. My heart isn't ripped in twain or anything. No, it's totally cool. I'm just, ignore. I'm gonna go do my breathing exercises. They sound a lot like sobbing, so please ignore if you hear anything from the other room. Rituals. Oh, hey! First spam bot of the night. Out of here. Alright. Examination of paranatural topics. Tangible effects of rituals. Okay, so this is something I'm gonna flag as a CW for sanism and ableism, because it's a little bit weird to try and integrate mental health stuff into paranormal related stuff. There's a lot of things related to ableism in horror and kind of making things kind of creepy and spoopy. So I am going to read this, but I'm going to give you all a heads up if you are someone who has struggled with OCD in the past. I fully understand if you might want to check out for a couple minutes, mute or lurk. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a heads up on that. Alright, so where did it actually go? Altered items, altered world events, correspondence. Where did I put rituals? Apparently I don't... Oh, that's all on enemies. Rituals, okay. Summary. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing redacted called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. The motel they're referring to is the Ocean View Motel, which we investigated in the previous episode. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind their actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the results of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file redacted for full report. So, it's interesting, because it's not... I'm just going to break this, because I can. It's not necessarily belittling or making fun of individuals who have OCD or some such similar disorders. However, it's tough. It's debatable whether or not that is maybe something that could be handled well or could be misused. Anytime there's kind of like the use of mental health or mental illness in kind of justifying eeriness or paranormal or kind of horror adjacent things, it's always like that's one of those things to where I hope that the team at Remedy consulted with sensitivity readers, and specifically those of individuals who are neurodivergent and whatnot when they were making the game. Because it's always tricky to try and integrate those in an ethical way if you decide to. And then, of course, asking what the purpose of those are. Okay, a little bit more info on our favorite creepy puppets, the Threshold Kids. Problem. With the recent arrival of the Redacted, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young Redacted. There are no other Redacted for Redacted to play with, and Redacted is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. I think that's a typo there. Solution. Redacted will require a slow, Redacted-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee Redacted will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a Redacted to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, Redacted love puppets. So, a connection that I didn't make before. I was thinking that there were, a lot of either candidates or just children of people who are like staff members in here who they were basically going to be educated by the Threshold Kids. However, with Jessie talking about how her brother Dylan was kidnapped as a kid by the Bureau, the idea that Dylan, they're just like, yeah, no, kids love puppets. We're just going to educate him this way. And I don't know if any of y'all have seen the pictures of the Threshold Kids or any footage of them, but they're creepy as hell. And they're probably some of the more creepy aspects of this game. And part of me kind of loves the idea of these scientists who are just the classic absent-minded professor who are just like, yeah, no, we can totally handle this. We'll make a puppet show. Kids love puppets. And it's this horrifying, like, clay, eerie St. Elseworld David Lynch type thing. And they're like, what? I don't understand why he doesn't like it. Anyways, I think this is some audio lore, so I will be quiet for a moment. This is for the rubber duck, by the way.
I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale.
So, effectively, it appears that the duck is indestructible. It's an indestructible duck that follows you. I don't know about you, but that's nightmare material to me. Okay, so where am I looking to go next? Okay. So this is the ritual division. This is where I just came from. My map. So it would be going through there. Okay, so you know what? Let's go to the Synchronicity Lab and see if we can't get some side goodies before we move forward. Okay, so yes, the mirror. I don't think that I'm actually prepared to deal with that yet. I don't believe that I have the tools to not get utterly hosed by that. But let's see. Why not? Because, hey, shits and gigs, right? Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. It looks like we have another control point there. Hey, lore. Synchronicity experiment. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room, and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. First and foremost, it's kind of weird utilizing the depression in that sort of way, but you know, 6 of one, half of another. You can definitely just have points on either side of that. But the one thing that I do want to point out that's kind of cool is that that's actually very common in terms of not just psychological, but just like scientific study, and in particular social sciences. Because, now how do I get down there? Oh, right, through here. In particularly introducing confounds. Yeah, no, my clearance is not nearly high enough there. And a lot of the times, even professional scientists will not recognize the presence of confounding factors in their research designs, and therefore will draw causal conclusions to different studies that are not necessarily borne out from the data. It's kind of that whole thing of, a footprint doesn't look like a boot, and while it might be likely that a foot made a footprint, a lot of different things that are shaped like a footprint could make it. And so kind of introducing different kind of confounds can lead you to these assumptions that are not necessarily scientifically accurate. So it's kind of a weird little dorky detail to reference, but I appreciate that a lot of the documentation about how science is done in the Federal Bureau of that's a little bit weird. It's we want to investigate this team. This is call for rain today, I guess. But yeah, basically, even though the scientific studies are being based around paranormal phenomenon, the methodology and the style in which different things are being written is very true to life, and I appreciate that detail. So, I think that on this note, before we get into the last 30 minutes of the stream, I'm just going to go take a quick bio break real quick. So I'm going to put y'all onto BRB, and we will be back, and we will investigate some other areas here. So we'll be right back. Okay, all right, and we're back. So let's close this out by making a little bit more progress going forward. And if y'all haven't already, please take a posture check, stretch, stretch out, take your meds, make sure to hydrate, make sure that everyone's taking care of themselves. I hope that everyone's having a lovely time tonight. And if you haven't, consider spending some money in getting this game, because I can guarantee you that it is, if you are a creator yourself, in the tabletop scene or otherwise, there is so much in the way of inspiration here that alone will be worth the price of admission. Don't have any board countermeasures. Okay, cool. So we're just doing the main mission. That's fine. Okay, protective studies. So we had our friend the duck here, and I think we got more enemies down here.
Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet. Assuming he's not dead. start taking over. The hiss.
Now, let's see here. Can I get up here yet? Because this... Nope. Okay, can't get up there. At least not right now. Looking around for hidden stuff is probably one of my favorite parts of playing games in general. Alright, don't mind me. I'm just going to rearrange the room real quick. Can I loot this, please? Please and thank you. Perfect. Another intrusive pattern. Okay. So I need to fill... Nope, that's not what I needed to do. Okay. And I need to do that. And fill that in. And fill that in. I think that's right. Right, and I need to do that. No. No. Okay. And that's too full. No, okay. Okay. So I'm going to get that. And then... No, wait. So what I need to do is... that. And then this. Perfect. Okay, cool. Weird little puzzle.
Let me hear.
All right.
Idea how to make it work.
Speaking of weird little puzzles, I also appreciate... Oh.
We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature.
So, punch cards.
Symbols.
Um...
How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
So the punch cards correspond, once again, for those who were not here for the first episode, anything digital is not permitted in the FBC. So everything runs on these 1960s, 70s sorts of analog, very basic computers. So let me just collect all of these. Collect them all. And boop, and
So, need to find all
black rock prisms. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock. Fair enough. Distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique redacted structure of the prisms retain frequency in the range redacted to redacted hertz with perfect redacted harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted through a harmonized prism onto a redacted, methods for imprinting the Methods for imprinting of non-physical fields onto redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance redacted in the prism, will be explored and explained. So it looks like they were trying to make more para-utilitarians, or enable people to utilize various different objects of power that maybe they were not previously able to via use of black rock prisms. Need another one of these. Are there any more punch cards before I go upstairs? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. So, so it's 1 and 4, and not the and boop. Okay. So he's crossed these 3 out, 2, 3, and 5 in those configurations. So those are incorrect. You are number 4. And I need to put... See, I've already forgotten which one it is. That one. Okay, so... Do I have that one yet? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's been inserted. Okay. And the first one is the little radioactive sign in the center, plus the first 2 quadrants up top on the right-hand side. Okay. So that's for number 1. Now, which one of you is number 1? It's 5. Number 1. Okay. So it's going to be that one. Going to exit there. And then the other one's down here.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
Okay. So I hope I have that one. I don't recognize that one. So that's number 4. Wait, that's number 4? No, there's the arrow switching it over to number 5. Okay, cool. Got it. Number 5. Okay. And that is left-hand side, mostly black. Cool. So that would be this one. So that goes there. And number 3. So that one is a tiny little dot on the left because it's swapped with the other one. Tiny little dot on the left. Boop. There we go. And that leaves the last one. Well, that one's up there. So I think is that all of them? So 2, 3, 5. And I already got 4. And so number 1, I already did number 1, which is over there. So, nope, okay. So, got that one. That one's done. Got, this is number 2. So that's not it there. So it's the dot in the center. Cool. Which is the only one I have left. So there we are. Perfect. I'm pleasantly surprised that the impact of the more fantastical parts of this game aren't mitigated by the game being in third person. Yeah, they've really, like a lot of these effects and things like the AMV lighting and whatnot and the atmospheric lighting they pull a lot of weight figuring out how to create that atmosphere. I like it a lot. Like, there's a lot of, that one Twitter account, One Perfect Shot? There are a lot of perfect shots in this game. There are a lot of times you enter into a room and you almost just want to take a moment and, look around. Like, if we get to the Black Rock Quarry later, or the Ashtray Maze, then you'll see what I mean. Okay, let's talk to Marshall.
We need more Black Rock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Black Rock processing site and maintenance.
Speaking of which,
keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. How long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask.
She's not wrong.
Before I go, I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Fagan?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Fagan, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help. Fine. I'll get the prisms first. Dylan will have to wait just a little longer. But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faye. Here, you'll need this key card.
She's like,
Thanks.
motherfucker, you don't tell me what to do.
Set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prison, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling.
I love how no bullshit she is.
Key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA.
are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
That's your first taste of the Black Rock Quarry.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Sick. Alright. Character designs are so informative. They really tell you about the characters and who they are at a glance. Great stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of photorealism taken from these. And then also just the character writing and the voice acting is very, very strong. Like, something I like about Marshall there is typically you have the hard-ass military person who's obstinate mostly out of pride, but she isn't just kind of like, I'm going to listen to you and all this sort of stuff for the sake of itself, but she's just like, listen, I can tell you, but we need to deal with immediate matters right now. And I appreciate that they don't fall back on a whole bunch of these old, kind of tired tropes. Also, hello, Sophia. How are you doing tonight? Welcome on in. I hope that you're having a lovely evening. Okay, so I have a bunch of ability points that I can spend, which means I'm probably going to learn how to throw heavier shit than I did before, because that's kind of my thing. Okay. So that'll take me back to Central Executive. I can't fast travel, can I? Yeah, Executive Sector. That'll just take me right there anyways. That's fine. But yes, hey, Sophia, we don't have a slideshow today. We finally figured out what the issues were with Streamlabs and managed to figure it out. Regardless of you have to excuse my brain fog today, because that's definitely been a thing. But I imagine that you have been in a similar scenario before. I'm good, working on a uni assignment and watching one of my fave streamers who's finally back after a long hiatus. Oh, nice! Glad to hear it! Let's see here. We're gonna go back here and we gonna level up. Okay. Large enemies when their health is low. I love me that damage, but hate taking the boring choices, but it might be better. Plus 5% to seize duration. If I have a spare one, I might do that. I feel like I want to get more launch damage on this one, though. Because some of those big boys were not taking a whole lot of damage from what I was doing before. So that's only one. I could upgrade that. I feel like that will probably come in handy. I'll probably have to wait until I finish a different mission, though. Let's see, Astral Constructs, Weapon Forms, still can't upgrade it. I can construct Pierce. Is there anything that I'm going to lose from that? Doesn't look like it, because I need Ritual Impulse, House Memory, Hidden Trend, and I've got way more than enough required materials to do that. So let's do that. So Pierce is your sniper rifle, essentially.
She must think he's hiding something.
Do I have any... Oh, executive, major targets. Oh, we're in nomadics. Okay, cool. We'll do that before it runs out. Gonna be on both of your chats, but we'll be lurking for the most part. Yeah, that's totally fine. Jedi Force Push, aka throwing stuff in games, so darn satisfying. Listen, Jay Mnemonic, if you like that, Control is the game for you. I cannot express more how satisfying this game is. It is best telekinesis experience I have ever had in a game. I love it to death, and would use it for everything if I could. Okay, so let me see. Do I have any better upgrades for this? Because I might want to actually go shatter. I don't have any additional ones there. Is that better? It's just barely better, but I'll take it. That's a health boost. Yeah, it's slightly better, so yeah, of course, we'll do that. And this is 12. So energy boost, health recovery on pickup. Ooh, that's still better. Okay. We will deconstruct, 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 deconstruct. I always appreciate when games give you the option to be able to actually, like, get something from the objects that don't happen to be particularly well suited to your build. Okay, what do we got here? Fake planes. Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the Earth trains look like monsters so that they could lie to us. Better. Don't contact me. I love this. I love it. I love the lore bits. So birds aren't real. Exactly. Birds aren't real. Birds are fake. Fake birds. You almost got me, but okay, cool. So I need to go to pneumatics, which I guess is not where I am currently. Okay, it's not too far away. So let me just turn off my map. Thank you. And oh, it's cafeteria. So these are dead letters. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. Dude, you are just a dude in a windbreaker. You got mail. There we go. Whoa, okay. I straight up just might cheese this. Whoa, okay. That was way more damaging than I expected. There we are. Okay, there's another one? There we go. Love to see it. Okay, we got some good mods too. That's not bad. Please nerf the windbreaker. Yeah, windbreaker is broken. Please nerf. Whoa, okay. Rude. You are not a part of this mission. Please go away. I would just like to pick up my upgrade materials, please. Interestingly enough, headshots still do more damage to them. Even though they're kind of floating with kind of belly up and everything. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so I've got all of that. What sorts of things do I have? I still... Hidden Trend, Ritual Impulse. Yeah, I still need more of those to upgrade my grip. Dang it. I feel like I should have upgraded that instead of getting Shatter. Because I use grip way more often. Oh. Did I... Oh no, it's just showing it as new because I just upgraded it. Yeah, and I don't have enough source right now to get that. And then mods. That's all fine. Yeah, I need more weapon slots. I'm not getting a whole lot of stuff out of them. But yeah. So yeah, Sophia, it sucks you had to come in just at the end there, but the good news is that we do have the tech problems taken care of, so we're actually getting to experience the game proper in the way in which it was meant to be experienced, meaning not a slideshow. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to head on down to maintenance, NSC control room. I think that's where I should be going. In fact, let's go to the power plant. Let's see if there's maybe some, because I have higher clearance now, so I can get into some places. See if there are some other areas that maybe I can get into. At least that I can get into the next time that we start playing again. And I'm going to make sure that my freaking Streamlabs settings are actually saved this time, so that I don't have to panic at the last minute when I'm trying to figure everything out, and I can actually promote the stream more than a half hour before I go live, because I'm still not super good at that. So if you, dear viewer, are thinking of streaming yourself and you think you need to be competent, have I got good news for you, because I am still definitely learning it. But I think what I will do is I will probably say adios for the evening, and say, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who came by, whether or not you were here right from the start or dropped by right at the end or stayed all the way through. I appreciate you deciding to take the time and to spend time and take it over here. You could have done anything tonight, but you decided to come by and spend it with me, and for that, I appreciate you. As well, I appreciate all of those gift subs that were sent out. Jay Mnemonic, you were very, very kind, and I appreciate that as well. So I believe what I'm going to do is I am going to sling y'all over to talk to our good friend Zinziak, who is always up to some good stuff, because I believe it is Monster Prom or Monster Camp Monday, and we will go say hi to him and hang out, because he's always a good dude to hang out with. So, as I mentioned before, check out, I'm going to be posting about Tiebreaker that's coming up this Sunday, and otherwise, I'll see y'all on Friday, and have a lovely week.